Hello, hello. Thank you for waiting. Yeah.
No problem.
So yeah, it looks like you're playing some Marth Puff there. How is that?
Yeah.
How is that going?
Not amazing.
Okay.
I still am like not really great with the pivoting. I just never practiced the match. So like, I just someone I matched on unranked.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's just I never practice it, and like sometimes I run into a Puff player. Sometimes I do okay, but other times I just get up.
Gotcha. So I mean, like, I think that with Pivot F Smash, that's like the type of thing where, yeah, you just kind of have to grind it and like get it because it's just a link.
Yeah.
And then there's like some depth with like knowing the percents and things like that because it does vary a little bit depending on like what damage they're at, and what DIs are viable basically vary.
Yeah, and I've got some of the save states for that, or for Uncle Punch, which are really cool to be able to grind that out, different DIs and stuff. But yeah, it's definitely just like it's a lot of like knowledge stuff.
Yeah, knowledge and execution. So I'm curious, when you're practicing something, how do you go about doing it? Like, what are you paying attention to, I guess, is the more pertinent question.
That's a good question. I guess trying to like make sure I'm doing it right.
How do you know what right is?
Trying to find an example of someone else doing it and seeing if like it looks the same, I suppose. If I can get like if I can get like SLPs, and see their inputs, probably even better. Okay. A lot of the time it just comes down to like looking at something. Oh, the stream failed to start.
So like if I were like learning the Marth chain grab on Fox, like I saw that he jumped out there, so I know I'm too slow.
I can't see your stream, by the way.
Oh, you're not able to see it?
No, it said it failed, some error code.
Oh, let me try that again.
Why it did that?
I'll just share it with Slippy, hopefully that works. Did that go through or no?
Oh, it's just not working. That's really odd.
Do you have like what's the error message?
It was like error like 2105 or something.
Give me 1 second. Error
or 2015 maybe? Video viewer timeout.
Ah, okay.
Try enabling hardware to prior. Cool.
So this looks like it's just some Discord stuff. This looks like it's just Discord stuff.
I'm gonna restart my Discord real quick.
Yeah. And if it doesn't work, we can just do this a different way. That's okay.
Yeah.
Hello.
You can see it. There we go. I guess hardware Excel.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Alright.
So like if I were learning the Marth chain grab on Fox, for example, I grab him here, we do this. We have like certain indicators like the combo counter that we can use to like know that we were like true. But like when it comes to like but that's like just the game side of things. I mean more like the physical side. Like what do you pay attention to what your hands are doing, how that feels, like stuff like that.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's a lot of how I pay attention to that and how it's translating to the game.
Do you ever just like look down at your hands to see what the angles are of your wave dash or something are?
Yeah, I've done that before.
It's really useful, isn't it? Cause it's
like what I want to look for.
Exactly. Like something that I noticed with my hands is that like there's certain like tendencies. Like I'm better at doing long wave dashes going like I think to the going to the left compared to the right. So I'm like, there's just like little stuff. It's just like little stuff like that. Or maybe I have it backwards. No, I have it the other way around. Yeah, but like it's just things like that. So
yeah.
Yeah. When it comes to practicing pivots, one thing that I find that helps to pay attention to is the amount of force we're using.
Right.
Yeah. That said, we're not really here for pivots. So I think it's a fun tangent. But I think like what we're really here for is, young love, like the thorn in your side.
Yes, very much so.
Okay, so talk to me about about the dynamic of this, because like, is he like? I know that he's like he's like a Falco main now, but like, is he still going Falcon against you, or like what's the set? What is he going?
He has gone Falcon every time for me, except for the last time we played.
Okay.
Which he said he's like, I'm going Falco now because I'm trying to play mostly Falco in UCL, and in case I run into a Marth, practice is useful.
Okay, that's
like,
fair.
Okay, sure.
How did it go?
That I won. It wasn't pretty. I was not playing very well, but I managed to win.
Okay, so are we going over his Falcon today, or his Falco?
Falcon, definitely.
Makes sense, because Falcon's a tough matchup. I think that Porp and you were talking about it the other day.
Yep. Yeah, I'm not at all worried about my Falco matchup currently. Because, like, I still very much, like, when I'm playing on my game, I'm not losing to his Falco. I'm losing
to his Falcon, yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah.
So we worked on some things last time in the Falcon matchup, and I just wanted to like touch base with like how those have been going, and like what new problems have arisen.
Yeah, so I think a lot of the like trouble I've been having is it's hard for me to like I feel like it's hard for me to maintain space versus Falcon.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I feel like I'm constantly ceding ground and like just taking hits where, a lot of the time I am just getting run in on and hit. And I definitely need that to stop. I need to be able to like stuff his moves better. But I also do just think the punish game, like, it's lacking just because it is just so like comparatively different to what it's doing.
That makes sense. So like one thing about this matchup that I think that like that flies under the radar is that like Marth does have problems like maintaining like a specific spacing versus Falcon, just because Falcon is like super quick. So like what are some ways that we can combat that, do you think?
I mean, I know I've heard this forever. Pork was talking about it. The dash dance / dash back side B, grounded side B.
I hate that option, but like I know about it.
I'm trying to think of other ways to Falcon. I mean, I'm trying to think of other like really good, because like what I've been trying to do, and it's clearly not working, is trying to go for really late length to like catch him, but I think the problem is that I'm jumping preemptively.
So you're going for like these?
Yeah, like very, very like waiting and then going for there. And I think it's just not, because it's like that's something that can work in other matchups, but it's like just not here because no other character can just so quickly advance on me and then say, no, I'm actually gonna hit you for doing that.
Well, it's still difficult
I gotta, like, retrain my brain.
Well, it's still difficult for him to like punish them if we're like if we pre-plan them. Like if we just know that we're gonna do this, if we know that we're just gonna do this fair into this like nair, or this fair into this like dashback, or fair into down tilt, like it's actually not trivial for him to punish that at all.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a good point. I think the problem is what I'm doing afterwards is like punishment.
Well, there's two things I'd address. So first of all, there's the one concept I think that's really important is the idea of a proactive aerial. So like what that means is like we're creating a spot on the map where like we're not trying to hit with this, like we're not trying to hit with this fair. We're not actually trying to hit him. What we're trying to do is we're trying to set up a fight situation. So like this, dictates like where the fight takes place, because he's incentivized to try to work off our landing lag. So like, and if he doesn't, then we can capitalize on that later, because then that means we can just take space with it like so. Right?
Right.
So with that in mind, I would say that like we're really trying to like find a good spot for like this to like land in with this, or we're trying to like bait him like so into attacking us back here. But either way, we're like, if this is an undershoot, like if this is a proactive aerial, we're still always just swinging it because we're using it to guard our space or expand our territory. And if he happens to run into it, awesome. Another move that's good for this, I would say, is our Nair.
Right.
So, like, I think that, like, how often would you say you're trying to react to the opponent when you're, like, swinging with your aerials?
Probably a little too often. I feel like that's a lot of the time is he starts running at me and I'm trying to counter it. I'm trying to stop it. Which I think is where I'm really having the problem is, like, those air-to-airs are just not working out in my favor.
Okay. So, like,
I'd say a good chunk of the time.
So if he's running at you, like, what should be our responses to that be?
I mean, typically my response, which hasn't really been working, is to dash back, but that's the problem is that, like, it's usually overshoot.
Yeah.
So
this would be where something like this would be something like this would be really good. Because if he's trying to like overshoot, like here, like we'll have him do it, like. Like, if he's trying to do something like that...
Right.
But if we do this...
Yeah, it gives him time. Yeah, you know, I think that's probably part of the problem, too, is I'm playing in a range where... the range I need to be playing at is the one where I can react to his jumps before his moves come out, and I think I'm a little too far, typically.
Well, so like if Falcon's doing doing something like that, what I would say here is, like, you see how he's like just dash dancing? Like, to me, like, I feel like we just want to be like put him into like the range of our sword where possible.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so like I agree with your assessment of too far. I just think where I define it is more like, I feel like this is good. I feel like this is good. Like, this kind of range is good for us. Like about here. Like anything in this kind of like area. Like even here's fine. Even here's fine. Because like really what we have here is like our moves beat his if he does his moves in place. Like so. Like if he does his moves in place like so, then you know, we do our moves in place like so. You know, we're expected to win this one. Because we are using a giant disjointed sword, and he is not.
Yeah.
This is just kind of Melee 101, but, like, I think it's important to, like, kind of affirm the basics on, like, how these fights, on how these fights work. Because, like, this is how we define where we have advantage. Because, like, the other thing here is, once we're here, what are his alternatives to doing that kind of, like, fade-in aerial?
I mean, he can run up grab. He could do... The one that has been killing me is Raptor Boost. Which is, I really just need to shield it. But it kind of feels like an RPS, where it's like, is it Raptor Boost? Is it grab?
Yeah, so one thing I'd suggest for us with Raptor Boost, yeah, like, just do your undershoot and then, like, shield after.
And when I'm on, like, when I'm, like, actively, like, watch out for the Raptor Boost, I'm usually getting it. It's just the times where I'm thinking about other things, where it's like, oh, shoot. But yeah, definitely, I mean, I know what beats it. It's more about, like, knowing, or not knowing, but, like, realizing in time, like, what I have to do.
So, like, one thing I would ask you is, like, when do we, like, back up versus Falcon? Because, like, you're probably, like, I'm guessing, like, this is happening. Where it's, like, we, like, miss it, and then, like, we go away.
Yeah.
Okay. So when do we back up versus Falcon?
That's honestly, no.
Well, I would say, since he likes to overshoot, probably makes more sense for us to back up when we're further from him than usual. Like, I don't think that we do it here.
Right.
Like, if we're here, I think it makes sense. If we're here, I think you could justify it. But, like, if we're even, like, here, I'm not sure we want to.
Yeah. Because we want to force him to, like, kind of come to us. Make the range a little bit.
Yeah. Like, if you, like, here, let's, like, just use, like, let's just, like, let's say this guy goes for, like, this kind of thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
In a weird way, like, it's actually safer for us to move forward than it is to move back. Because, like, if we also have him on slot 5, do, like near where we are.
Right.
So we're kind of capable of covering both, both options. It's like
just by dashing behind.
Yeah, because we don't have to, like, fight where we are. And, like, the other cool thing is, like, you get like, interesting opportunities like that open up.
Right. Dual drive-by.
Yeah. And it's all, like, it all works kind of, like, I think the big thing here is that he's kind of like a wave dash character in a lot of ways. In that he, like, covers this space directly, like, he covers where his hitboxes are quite well, like, right next to him. And then there's, like, kind of a pocket of space where that's kind of a safe zone. And then, like...
okay.
Yeah, because it's kind of like with, like, Luigi down smash, you know what I mean?
Right. I know, yeah. That's a really interesting way of thinking about it. Yeah, it is kind of similar. He's got very good burst movement.
Yeah.
The space he can cover.
And with him, it's not so much that, like, there's startup time on the movement, or, like, lag on the movement. It's that there's lag on the attack, because his knee and stomp come out, like, a lot later than, say, like Marth Fair or something.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, so it's like we kind of have to treat him, like, in a weird way, like we kind of want to treat him like Luigi.
Mm-hmm.
Falcon...
Like, this character can be far closer, like, very quickly than most other characters.
Falcon equals
he can
Luigi.
Be right up in your grill.
It's just science.
Exactly.
So with that in mind... Well, how do you foresee this time being productive? Because I think we've gone over, like, I think that this, like, so, I want to clarify, like, so do you feel that what we've gone over has given you a better understanding of kind of, like, what you're trying to do in the matchup?
I would say so. Like, where I want to be and the tools that I want to be using in certain scenarios. Yeah, I think that's been very helpful, certainly.
Okay. The other thing I was going to suggest is perhaps, like, building a better awareness of his percents. Have we done the percent? Have we done the percent game?
Just, like, looking or, like, thinking about
checking
what we want, or
checking our percent and calling out what we think the opponent might.
Yes, what the opponent wants. Yes, we've done that.
Okay, and how do you find that goes versus Falcon? Like, how accurate would you say? How accurate and comfortable with, like, calling his options would you say you are?
I really don't think I'm that at this point.
Could that be something that would be beneficial to work on, or do you think that, like,
I think so.
Okay, do you think there's a Falcon we can fight, potentially?
Falcon that we can fight? I don't know. Let me look and see. I suppose I could ping for Falcon.
I mean, we could. I mean, like, I'm just trying to get a sense of, like, how you foresee this time being productive.
Like, right.
Like, what are your thoughts?
I mean, the other thing I was thinking possibly about, like, possibly going over a previous set of mine versus Young Love.
Yeah, we could do that.
Yeah, to look at how to better apply the concepts we're thinking about.
Excellent. Yeah, send me the LSLPs.
Yeah, let me pull some. I gotta remember the last time it's been interesting. I've had Obviously, there was the week where we played Falcon, which is the last Clash I've been to, which is like weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
I was on vacation 2 weeks ago, and then Clash was on hiatus for a week because the venue owners weren't around. So like, I haven't been in a tournament like a solid 2 weeks.
Okay.
But let's see. Last time that was one.
Do you have your games versus Porp?
I can't remember the last time I played Porp. I might.
No worries. Let's stay on task. Let's grab the
no
gloves.
problem. Me. All right.
Out of curiosity, what do you think the purpose of down? What do you think what do you think the role of down tilt is in the matchup?
I mean, I think it really comes down to stuffing the ground approaches, like any kind of dash forward. I mean, I think it kind of forces him into the air because it's just kind of a pertinent threat.
That makes sense.
Yeah. There we go.
Excellent. So just downloading these. And so the big thing, so we're going to take a look at how we can apply these ideas. And it looks like we have okay, so this is a 3-game set. I see. Fair enough. Let me just open up Slippy and we will go from there. And let me share my screen and just confirm you can see my screen.
Yes, I can.
Perfect. So let's see here. It should be in here. Excellent. Let's just lower the volume so it doesn't kill us. Perfect. There we go. So we're going to start with the Battlefield game. Let's go slow this down just a smidge. So, how do we begin? Classic. Oh, you did not run off fair. You did waveline back. Okay, fair enough. A little tricky. It's like slightly different opener, but fair enough. So, let's talk about what we're doing here. So if we're both at 0, what are the moves we're trying to hit on him?
I mean, the first one that comes to mind is grab, just because it gets us attack chase. Probably like fair to again try to link into grab.
Yeah. So something I've noticed. So I would say nair into grab also is a pretty important link. Like nair into grab is really good. One thing I'm noticing is that like he is jumping over he's kind of like jumping around your nairs, like your attacks a good amount.
Right.
So like this would be like here. So like he jumps at the end of your nair here, and now he's in front of you like this, and you go for down tilt. So my question here would be. Do you think that this down tilt is anticipating? Do you think you're aware of where he is in this moment?
No, absolutely not. I think that down tilt was like kind of automatic.
Gotcha. So what I would suggest here then is, I think that we have a need for like more baits after these, because like if we dash back here, like we're in. Yeah. So like Exactly. So instead of nair down tilt, I would say nair dash back is like something that nair dash back or dash forward are things that we want to be like doing more of, because we're like the down tilt is like we're not scouting enough. We're not like getting a sense of like what he's actually doing or like assessing the situation after we put out the move. Remember, our moves beat his, so like he has to like kind of work. If they didn't hit, it's because he probably worked around them in some way. So we should be playing off that.
Right.
What happened here, you think?
I think I was kind of got psyched out by the potential for Marth Killer.
Gotcha. Yeah, because he wasn't really in position for it. So that's just an awareness thing. Like he didn't like set it up quickly, so we could have like done. Yeah. So here's again, like we have like this down tilt that comes up, and this down tilt is a massive liability. I'm noticing.
Yeah.
Like part of it is that we dashed into him, but like.
Yeah.
But I think
the down tilt in the first place.
If you dash back out of it, that's actually fine, because you would just, like, whiff punish that. So I think that, like... Which is also similar to that Nair. Like, they both have the same thing. We're staying in place, or... We're staying in place, or, like... or we're not disengaging when we have the opportunity to do so. So I think that this actually highlights something important about Falcon. We can't... Because something we went over earlier is, like, when do we dash back against him? We have to be really far away. That's only true... if he is on the ground and not in shield.
Right. Shield, we want to capitalize on that.
Shield, he's just a normal character. And if he's in the air, he's just a normal character. Because he doesn't have his rocket boots when he's in either of those spots.
Yeah.
So, like, that I think is an important, like, concept. Because I think that's probably what's tripping you out. Like, that was amazing. That was great.
Mm-hmm. Right. Because those are the times where he really can't do much.
Yeah. So, like, we backed up.
All of his first option.
Exactly. So we backed up and microspaced him, and that made perfect sense. So here, what happens here? So we get this. So this I like.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, I think that we are autopiloting these down tilts a lot. Like,
absolutely.
So I feel like when we're doing our wave dash back, like, what are you reacting to? Like, we need to be watching our opponent more effectively during wave dash back.
Oh, definitely.
So, like, if we wave dash back here, what, like, knowing that, like, upon seeing where he is, what do you think we could do instead?
Possibly dash forward and grab? Because he's might be going to, or maybe, like, F smash.
Those work.
Although he is at 0.
Those work. How do you feel about dash attack?
Oh, dash attack, yeah. Probably not a terrible idea here. Because, yeah, it'll catch him coming down.
And it knocks over, right?
Yeah, right.
Okay. So, like, during this wave dash... So, like, what we want to be doing, like, during this is, like, assess. Because, like, this is big. So, like, this was a big miss, I think. Like, the fact that he did
absolutely.
this knee... So, like, so what I think the best move here is personally dash attack, just because, like, dash attack I think makes a ton of sense. I do think that grab you could also do, but I feel like grab is just like,
right.
Grab I feel like is a slightly like worse dash attack in this context because we can dash attack like before he touches the ground basically.
Right. Yeah.
The other move that makes some amount of sense here, and this might sound a little controversial, actually no, you already said it. I would say F smash. F smash makes a ton of F smash to me makes a ton of sense.
Yeah.
And then
just tack on a bit of percent.
Exactly, and then if he was
it reaches.
Yep. And if he was at higher, we could consider fairing.
Yeah.
If he was higher. Because like this at this alignment, this is really the type of thing that we're looking for. I would say that this alignment is so good for Marth. Like we should even if we can't get direct punishes, we still want to be taking that opportunity to move into the into the spacing we're good in. Because like you could easily short hop forward, like dash forward or something and go into this spot. If you kind of do that actually, but then you just dash a little too far back with your punish attempt. So like after you miss this fair, one thing I would say is this: if there's ever a spot to do like that down tilt after, it's like this kind of spot.
Right, because he's grounded.
Exactly.
And that's very clearly in range, yeah.
Yeah, so I think like we need more, like, I don't know how we build this, but like I really would strongly encourage, like, because this was clearly a down tilt. We need to have a bet like more. I don't know what it is, but like we need like D tilt. He was on the he was grounded. No, he was on ground. We missed fair, ground, and then like we fared. So like during the we fared portion, or like during the action that like during the opener really, like the short hop fair, the wave dash back, we need to be like more like pay better attention to the opponent somehow, because I think that this is just a micro skill thing.
Right.
Okay. I want to try something.
Okay.
I want you to play it, like, we'll get back to them. This won't take too long. This is going to be a short detour. But I do want you to actually play some unranked for me. And what I'm going to do... So I'll pass you my code. We'll do, like, the quick, like, slippy check. And, like, in versus mode. And I want you to pay... During short hop fair... so, like, after inputting the fair, falling, and during the L cancel... I want you to be watching what the opponent is doing and make your decision. Like, yeah, during the jump and then upon inputting the fair and, like falling and landing, I want you to, like, follow what the opponent's doing and make your decision. And then, like, just act, basically. Okay. And then same thing with wave dashes, especially wave dash back. Wave dash forward, I care less about, but wave dash back, certainly. And the same goes for Nair. The same goes for Nairs. Okay, perfect. Any move that has like a bunch of like duration, like a grab or something, we also want to be doing that then.
Of roster, very short.
It's okay, but like that's not why we're doing this.
Yeah.
Okay, so one thing I'd say, try not to down tilt just cuz. Try to be very intentional with your down tilts. If you're not sure what to do, either use your movement or like go for an aerial, because aerials are more flexible.
Right.
How does this feel though, in terms of like playing?
Definitely like pretty good. Cuz yeah, this can very much be like evaluation time.
Mhm. Mm-hmm. So, that F smash looked a little hopeful.
Yeah.
So, do you have trouble killing at high percents?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Okay, try to go for side B 1-2 to get the knockdown. Space them. You still have to space them. It's like, oh, I see. You're moving too much. It's like a pivot. Yeah. So I think that like finding some high percent like setups that like work, I think will be big.
Yeah.
Because Marth has problems with high percent, but I don't think that he has. I feel like there are ways for him to mitigate this that we were not taking advantage of.
Right.
Try to dash dance more when you're closing in. Wave dash is good for long distances, but dash dancing is better for like closer distances. Wait, most characters, Marth included, move faster with wave surfing than they do with the run.
Right.
So like for example, like oh shit, my earbuds fell out. Okay, hopefully I can hear. Okay, it's back. Good. So like Falco, I think is like a big difference. It's like 80-ish frames across Battlefield versus like it's like 90-ish frames versus 70-ish or like 80-ish frames. It's like actually like almost like 12% or like 18% or something. It's crazy. Ness is like 23. There's all these characters like Peach is weirdly, I think, basically the same. Like she's slow either way. But yeah, like Marth, even Marth. Don't be bold. After that fair. You're scared. What are you scared for? Are you nervous?
I don't know.
Okay. Yeah. So this is good. Perfect. Yep, double down tilt, classic way to close high percent. Hell yeah, dunk him. Let's fight somebody. Let's fight somebody else.
Yeah.
But the same thing. Even if we get a floaty, we're still gonna play it.
Oh shit.
Oh, Spinda. Okay, so we got someone good. So we learned that that up tilt doesn't has a shelf life. So
right.
We want to be a little bit more aware of those, and in that spot I would run off the platform in up air or fair or tip fair. Just get out of there. Roll away from the opponent in those kinds of spots.
Right.
Because, if they're pressuring your shield and you're in a spot where you can't fight effectively out of it, we don't need to stay there. So, wave dash or roll. And try not to roll through them. If you can. Because it's something I noticed Zane doesn't really do a whole lot of. Neither does Cody, I believe. Oh dang, they got us.
Jesus.
try to find up tilt. Up tilt's good at high percents too. Nice. I know she's fast and overwhelming, but how are you finding the paying attention thing though?
I'm trying.
What's harder about doing it versus her?
Yeah, it's definitely just the less time feels to really evaluate what I want to do next.
So don't evaluate. Just observe and go. The main thing is just we need to be confirming basic things are they on the ground, are they in the air, and we know those things.
Okay.
So we don't need to be making tough decisions. Let's fight her. Hopefully she lets us fight her again because because let's play with this in mind, and I think that because we should have our solutions figured out largely beforehand. I think you're reacting with a lot of these fairs. Remember, fairs, sometimes we just need to swing them.
Right. Yeah, that was so
they always,
very helpful.
Remember, they always block, at high percent, they always, at high percent, they're very likely to be blocking.
Right.
Throw them into a tech chase or a combo. Nice. Nice roll. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Walk it off. Because, she's trying to kill us.
That is true.
Fair or up air there.
Oh.
After, at middle percents, you want to fair or up air after up throw. Do you try to end the combo at certain points because you're afraid of what'll happen if you let it go, if you go too high?
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Definitely.
Just push them. Just try to push them off stage. Just try to push them off stage in a controlled manner with your with your fairs, and then if there's an F smash that you can get, awesome. But even if you just get a bunch of fairs that go off stage, that's totally fine.
Right.
Yeah. Don't be at low percents. Down tilting twice if the first one hit can be good.
I'm dumb. Wait, I'm good. I didn't have a jump!
That was really good, though. That's a huge improvement.
Yeah.
Okay, so with that, no, we can fire one more time. But like, is this kind of like approach working for you though?
Yes, I think the context. Looking at the context is like so much fun that I was getting, because I kind of am. There are so many spots where it's like that. Just contextually, the move choice just didn't make sense because I was autopiloting, and it's like it's not gonna do it.
Yeah, not against Young Love certainly.
Someone's gonna kill me off a grab.
Young Love is real good. If we're not looking at the screen, then he's probably gonna kill us. Because that is...
Yeah.
Tipped back air. Tipped back air is a reasonable... If it's awkward to hit the nair, just tipped back air is fine. Because a lot of times you go for things that are really hard. I think the biggest thing for you is just go for easier things, like when you're doing your air combos.
Yeah.
So, like, easy things would be, like, forward air into forward air. Up air into, like, forward air. Forward air, like, falling forward air F smash. Falling forward air down air. Like, back air because the opponent's DI'd, like, behind you on up air. Like, full hop back air, soft back air, turn, like, double jump spike. That kind of thing. Like, just, yeah. And I would say, like, let's try to, like, push them a little sooner. Because you see how, like, she just winds up going super high up, and it's, like, super awkward. We want to prevent that from happening, but we do that by pushing, not we do that by pushing with fair.
Right.
So, like,
no.
The spot you push with fair is whenever they're, like, you don't want them to go above your full hop, basically. If you have to double jump to hit them, that's when you've gone too far. Unless you're trying to do a vertical kill or something. But, like,
right.
Yeah.
Marth, not necessarily the greatest. Off the top. Yeah, that's just bad. No reason to burn my jump there.
For recovery, you look like you get nervous a lot. What happens when you're off stage?
I mean, I know I haven't practiced enough, like, the options that beat Marth Killer, so it's like, damn, I feel like I have to shoot.
Just try fast falling. Just try fast falling while holding your jump and going low. I think that will make a big difference. Because remember, like, I think that will do well. And then the mix-up is you fast fall and then double jump double jump sweet spot the edge, or fast fall side B then double jump sweet spot the edge.
Right.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Let's cue someone, because, like, we can. I think that this practical is working for you from the looks of it.
Oh yeah, I would definitely say so.
Yeah.
Probably.
The recovery stuff. Okay, so for this matchup, a lot of times, like, the temptation is to, like, play So you're playing side to side, small change. Okay,
well, a little bit late for that.
If you find another Jigglypuff, don't do short hop fairs. Try to use the platforms or your double jump or your full hop.
Right.
To come out down at like better angles.
Yeah, the diagonals are weak for Puff. Yeah. I gotta remember that.
Mm-hmm.
That's definitely one makes some sense.
It's really good. Like, everyone, it's
okay.
Like, no, like, I don't think that anyone has ever beaten Hungrybox without knowing that stuff.
Yeah.
So, like, after that, like, fair. So after that, like, fair, if it doesn't combo, I'd say just go for more fairs.
Right.
Because he's in the air.
Because he's still in the air.
And if he doesn't like avoid it with, like, if he doesn't avoid it by, like, double jumping, we hit him anyway.
Oh, I don't mean to jump.
No, just double jump fair. The shield breaker. The shield breaker is like, I think we go for it in spots where it doesn't work, or like like it's like I see why you think it does, but like it's just like in practice it's just a little too slow, and like because it's a special, it like adjusts your momentum properties a bit. It's just it's wacky.
That is like an asshole. Come on, man.
Back air him. Instead of side B, just do like do back air.
Yeah.
Because like you, thanks to Leffen, apparently they can shine Marth at some percents now. Just save yourself the hassle and just back air him.
Yeah.
So you know how you know how you waited for that up tilt? You know how you waited for that up tilt? If you have time to wait for that up tilt, you have time to position for a push, so he doesn't get through you.
Right. Okay, that makes sense.
We don't have to fight this guy again.
Yeah, no, definitely not. Try someone else.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a note of that one because that one's big. So like key takeaways. If you have time to wait to if you have time to wait, if you have time to wait to time tilt. If you have time to wait and if you have time to stand and wait for up tilt, you have time to position your jump / dash, etc. for a better hit. Ooh, Marth ditto. So this one, how do you feel about this matchup?
I actually like this matchup, generally speaking.
He doesn't.
This guy doesn't, so. Yeah, I get it. Okay. Oh shit, relaxing. Okay, another player right now.
One thing I will also say, like, let's try to respect the percent rules a little bit more. So, well, all that means is, like, for the first 20-ish damage, let's try to use our, like, down tilt, our nair, and fair if he's in the air, back air if he's in the air. Like, we're just going to try to, like, follow the percents a little bit more faithfully. And then, like, once he gets to, like, 20-ish, then, yeah, tipped fair is, like, amazing, so we can just, like, you know, we can fair as much as we want. But, like, before that, let's try to be a little disciplined.
Right.
Yeah, see, like, now we can totally go for fair. Like, now we can totally go for tipped fair.
Oh.
Nice. When you land from the fair, try to, like, get it... Try to, like, wait a little bit so you can make sure that you have dash momentum. But, like, that was a really good sequence with that next one. Like, you see how it gives you more control, right?
Yeah.
Blackson's good.
love this map.
Okay. Reaction windows. Yeah, this looks much cleaner. Like, I know that you're still, like, de-rusting and stuff, but, like, you see, you can tell, right?
Oh, absolutely. Minus the, like, some of the flubs. It's like the mental is definitely there. The analytics.
Yeah, like, that was so much cleaner than, like, the ones previously, because you're just, like, paying attention to what he's doing the entire time. It's beautiful. I would say that when you're in Shield, that's another good time to do it. With Shield, I feel like people act out of them kind of quickly. Shields have more health than people think they do. So, like, especially if you were hard shielding, like, it's totally reasonable to just, like... Oh, nice. That was sneaky. I like that. But yeah, it's totally reasonable to just, like, feel the situation out, look for, like, them to do, like, a rising aerial or a shine, or, like, some kind of, like, spaced thing, and then just roll on it. In that spot back here. Like, after you, like, nudged him, back here is so good there. Because, like, he has to come up, or he has to angle in, and back air is, like, the fact that it covers low to high is actually, like, amazing for that. Just like short hop back here. Might have to fast fall it, but like, you know what I mean. Like, it's the way the hitbox is shaped is perfect for our purposes there.
Oh, that's pineapple.
See, that would have been the spot.
Oh, right to push, yeah.
Yeah, because you like if you're standing there for up tilt, you could also like line up your jump with your fair. Nice. I love that hold. What are we doing? So are we doing are the shield breakers a comedy option, or like are we doing those like for serious business?
I mean, it was to just to try to push off.
Gotcha.
The other ones were kind of like
sour spot. So the good things for push offs at high percent are sour spot up tilt. Sour spot up tilt is king. I would also say that like nair, or if we can, or getting like a fair near the edge if they're not that high. F smash is obviously good if we can get it. Up B is good if we can get it. But I'd say that shield breaker is pretty low on the list because it's only it's only powerful if we charge it, and we're almost never going to be able to charge it.
Yeah. Jump.
It's okay. Just short hop up air. Or or actually, no, what? No, there's nothing wrong with going up there with there, but like, I would try, if you're gonna go for like combos on top platform, I would try to like just, I don't know, I would try to like bias yourself a little bit more to one side because of like how slide off works. We want to be able to cover one tech roll. We want to be able to hit them towards the platform on a tech roll. And then if they roll away from us, we just kind of accept it and play the mix-up. Nice. Okay, I know something we're gonna go over. We'll stop. We'll hit pause after this. We'll stop after this match. There's a demonstration I'm gonna give you before to close because it has to do with edge guarding, and I think it might make things make a little more sense. Alrighty. So, I've written down while I'm loading everything up, just take a quick look at the takeaways and let me know if there's if these are good. And then I will share my screen. Actually, I'll have the computer be Marth and I'll be Falcon. Because I think this makes it a little more easy. So, a lot of times I think when we're dealing with edge guarding, like what we're functionally doing is sometimes like a little bit difficult to like explain in a succinct way, because it's like it's a pretty nebulous thing, like regarding the edge, but like that means so many things. But really, realistically, it's not actually as complicated as people make it out to be, and I will prove it to you. I will prove it to you. So here I have zoomed in on Falco. And as we can see, there's different sweet spots he gets depending on how he does his like double jump to afterwards. You see what I mean? So like it's really just he needs some part of the blue box without the red box touching. He needs some part of the blue box. So what I would posit then is, because every character has these edge grab boxes. What I would argue is that there is, and you can see the mouse, right?
Yes, I can.
Perfect. So let's grab this, and here's what I'm going to propose. If we take a box that is roughly the size of this edge grab box of any character's edge grab box, and put one here and put one here, this is really. Pardon?
Sorry, I could see it for certain. I could see it a little bit, but then it kind of just went away. I don't know what happened.
Okay.
Maybe. Oh.
Can you see this? Okay, I think I know what happened. I didn't share my screen. Let me fix that.
Okay.
There.
Oh, there we go. Okay. We got yeah.
So like what I'm proposing is that this, like, if Falco's box is the bottom of this one, it represents the low sweet spot possibilities he has available to him. So these would be all of the way, like these would be all the distances, like these would be the max distances away that he, like these would be the spots he can grab the edge from, basically, are captured in here. And the same is true of the one above him, except it's just these would be the vertical sweet spots. Do you see what I'm getting at?
Right.
So really, the name of the game is if the opponent is anywhere in this in these boxes at any point, and we'll fill them in with a different color just so like we have it, this is clear. If the opponent is anywhere in this lavender area at any point and is falling in an eligible edge grab action, they will grab the edge. So this is really the area we're guarding. This is really the area we're placing the effort guarding. If they can fall in this area, they will snap to the edge. Therefore, we have to hit them before they can do that.
Right.
Huh. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Okay. Because, like, I noticed...
Yeah, that's where a lot of my edge guards do come from, is preventing people from getting inside the box.
Right, but I think that with you sometimes have there's sometimes timing things that happen. Like,
oh, absolutely.
So like the opponent will, like, I think that you time a lot of your moves a little too late here. So I think the idea here is that like we want to be thinking about like when does our move hit, like when do they fall, versus when does my move come out. When do I hit them? Because like that's really, I think, the key here. Because I think that you have, I'm not sure, I feel like this is an area of like the edge guarding structure that you're not as comfortable in.
Right.
For some reason. Am I accurate on that, or do I?
I think I get what you mean. Because I miss a lot of those sweet spots. Like I fail to beat the sweet spot all the time. I think I definitely just haven't like really grasped the proper timing.
Yeah. So it's like, yeah, and like I think the big thing here is a lot of times, especially if you're playing like edge guarding is going to be reactive to some degree, just because we have to like see what recovery we're dealing with. But one thing I'd comment on it is that in the same way that that we got a lot of mileage out of being more proactive with our aerials and our down tilts, like the same thing is sort of true of edge guarding. Like edge guarding is ultimately undershooting, because we're like preventing the opponent from, like, the opponent has to travel to a certain location and we're then just blocking that off. So then
right.
So there is a lot of times when I'm doing my edge guards, and like a lot of times when pro players do theirs, like we're not actually like reacting to every single thing. Some things we're just throwing out there because they happen to cover certain outcomes, and then we don't have to worry about them anymore.
Right.
So I think that taking that kind of idea, like I know you know this stuff, but I think that like really drilling into the specifics of that would do you a lot of good. Yeah,
more like internalizing.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty good way to describe it.
Fantastic. So I'm gonna.
It's funny.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. I'll say it's funny because I've seen the box diagram when I watched the Pew Pew video on like sweet spotting.
Mm-hmm.
So like seeing it kind of applied in the opposite way of like how to keep people off stage rather than how to safely return to stage is definitely very interesting.
Well, you know what? I mean, like, I think that me and Mr. Toy, Kevin Toy, I think that like we were kind of good at opposite things in a lot of ways. Like,
right.
Like where he was like extremely good at like survival and like scrapping, like micro game and stuff. Like I think that like a lot of my strengths were just kind of like the flip side of it. But like that's kind of the thing about this game. A lot of like because the mechanics and things are so universal. Like a lot of things are just like a lot of situations are just the mirror version of like the one we're dealing with.
Yeah, it's very interesting because it comes down to someone else somewhere is the Falco trying to figure out how to get into the box.
Every matchup has a wobbler.
Yeah, that's definitely true. That is definitely true.
Okay, so I'm gonna let you go for now, and get ready for my next person. But take care, and I'm really glad we got to meet. Have a good one. Okay.
Yes, absolutely. This is awesome. Thank you, KK.
All right, later.